Alright everybody, welcome to the stream. Nice introduction. Today it's going to be kind of a shorter stream. Mostly I want to get some of the tedious tasks out of the way before tomorrow's stream. So today we're just going to fill in the blanks in the map over here with our spiders. This is all unexplored and ungenerated terrain, but our giant solar grid will have to expand outwards, so we have to explore this terrain so the raiders don't scan new terrain and generate biters that way. We have to be proactive into clearing out the biters before we get these raiders in this solar grid to scan new terrain. We are not running on solar, even though this can generate I don't know how much because it's nighttime. We are still running on nuclear power over here, and we will probably run on nuclear power for a while still, until the entire solar grid is built. So this thing still has got to grow like out to roughly this size. So we still got quite a ways to go. So that's one of the things we need to do, fill in this land, keep expanding the solar grid with our bots from down from the center. We've got about 180,000 solar panels in stock, as well as 22,000 substations, so we can make one or two circles around this. Furthermore, pollution is almost spreading over the map here, so we gotta probably explore a little bit down here as well. I'm gonna take down all of these raiders, which basically served as making sure I didn't make a mistake with biters. If biters would be here, they would expand into my field of view before they could expand into the pollution cloud. It no longer works because the pollution cloud exceeds this, and this has been up for so long. There is no way biters which existed here 20 hours ago would not have expanded into my field of view by now. So I'm just going to take all of that down, also because all of these individual power networks appear to be not great for UPS, so we're getting to the stage where it starts to matter. If I zoom out on map view, we already get below 60 UPS. As long as we're in the game, just doing stuff, we can still get about 2 times game speed, a little bit more even if nothing is happening on the screen. So far so good. We've been having this 1000 signs per minute base for quite a while now. About 25 hours of steady production. So that's good. Yeah, I think we're just gonna jump into it. Alright, hey Kvan, long time to see. Hello Odium as well. Thanks, or hello Sifak. I probably pronounced that very wrong. Been following you on YouTube since the Ribbon playthrough. That's the second real playthrough I ever did, so that's been a while. Hello C-Rex and everybody else who is just lurking. Let me get chat on my phone, I forgot about that. Probably there's going to be a bunch of background noise since I'm parked up roadside and the door is open. So especially motorbikes are very hearable. But that's just the way it is for now. Also, a small announcement tomorrow at 3 o'clock UTC. So that is 5 o'clock Central European Summertime. And I don't exactly know what time it is in America, somewhere in the morning. But I'm going to be a guest on Krydex's podcast. I'll just type that in chat real quick. Krydex. He has a podcast called The Factory Must Grow. He has had guests such as most famously probably Dosh Doshington, but also guys like Bold Viking and Catherine of Sky. So tomorrow at 15:00 UTC. Of course, that is provided the race, the Formula 1 race, is not a red flag. No, I'll be in time. If the race is red flagged a lot, I'll just finish watching it later. Am I ever going to play other games? Maybe. I uploaded a cookie clicker video. But that's probably not what you mean. Okay, I got chat up on my phone. I will switch off the pollution in a little bit. I have only a single screen right now, so my management things are kinda limited. So yeah, this is the base as for now. I cannot zoom out further. This is the maximum zoom level. This area is reserved for the solar panel grid. We need 2 million solar panels, and for that purpose we've had a specialized factory producing solar panels here for the last 75 hours. That's not enough. We still need 45 more hours of solar panel production before we have our required 2 million. This is our nuclear plant, which is currently powering the factory. That's 100 reactors delivering 16 gigawatts of power. We're gonna make a comparison. We're gonna expand this thing by 5 times, and that will deliver as much power as the completed solar grid in the end. And then we're just gonna have a UPS measuring test. I'm looking forward to that moment. My main base is just this thing over here, the self-balancing starter base, which started us off in a very nice way to the first rocket and completing the technology tree. And on this side here is my 1000 signs per minute base, with builds such as green, red and blue chips over here, supported by or provided by 21 belts of copper. That was for the 1000 signs per minute base, and the next one is going to be 10,000 signs per minute. So that's going to be roughly this thing times 10, which we are planning to build in this area. And last episode we started the Roboport network, which was going to build it all, because while I built the 1000 signs per minute base for my personal armor, the 10,000 signs per minute base is just going to have builds so large that it's just not feasible to build from a standard power armor Mark II. So I kinda have to go with base bots for that. So we started building out these bot highways, which have a lot of Roboports. Bot throughput and build speed is determined by the amount of Roboports per distance, I guess. The more charge points they have, the more bots can fly simultaneously. The bottleneck is not really bot speed, but it's more the amount of Roboports you have for large distances. So that means the solar building is quite slow, since the Roboports are only pretty sparsely integrated in the blueprint. For obvious reasons, the blueprint should have mostly accumulators and solar panels. That's the purpose of it, and we don't really care about getting this build speedy and bots lagging with stuff, but we do kind of care about that for the main base. Tomorrow I hope to make a bunch of designs for the 10,000 signs per minute base, which is why today I just want to get this stuff out of the way. So let's get started. After I read chat. Krydex, TTD. I'm waiting for Pianodons, not gonna happen, just like all other YouTubers and streamers. Watch Bold Viking. Bold Viking is playing Pianodons and he's doing it well. I have no intention of going into Pianodons. What's the delay between live and YouTube upload? No, there's a lot of delay at the moment. It is so bad that the Twitch uploads are disappearing before the YouTube uploads are appearing. So I'm trying to close the gap, but yeah, it probably will take a little bit more. I've been not streaming so much for the last little bit, so in a month or two time, probably at least all the episodes will be available somewhere, either on Twitch or on YouTube, but for now there's a gap. Not gonna use a 200 Spidertron army? Probably not, because as you may have read in the latest Friday Facts, in Factoria 1.1, Spidertrons actually use a pretty large amount of UPS. I think mostly when they're moving, not when they're staying, so that is positive, but I'm definitely not gonna build more Spidertrons as we have now, or at least not a lot more of them. Alright, let's just load the final save, don't waste time, and let's start going. Alright. End game save. Any day now. I hate how this bar basically misrepresents the progress. It stays empty, then it fills up real quick, and then when it fills up, it takes at least the same amount of time before it actually loads in the game. I had to put you through this loading screen twice just so I could illustrate that point. Alright, so what are we doing? I think we gotta make a new list of stuff to do. I'm not gonna watch more of this building, we've watched that enough in the past. I do want to get rid of these 5 roboports, so I can just keep walking in with my spiders without the logistics bots activating until I'm at the center near the actual chests. So I can basically walk into the mouth of this giant oversized Pac-Man, I guess, square Pac-Man. It's a Minecraft Pac-Man. Alright, so keep expanding the solar grid. Do I need to make a list? I don't really think so. I think I can just start doing all things at the same time. So for now, I think I'll just... Let's see. We've got 256 per stamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 30, 44. So we need 11,000 substations for the next ring. We easily have that already. Perhaps even 2 of them. Almost for 2 rings we have enough. So let's just build 1 ring around here. Also, I should probably... I have a landfill blueprint, this thing, which matches my solar blueprint. So just in case there's any water... doesn't sound like it. I think you hear a sound if you click it on somewhere where there's water. Maybe not. I do hear a Control Z. We'll see, I may have screwed that up. I was pretty sure you will hear it if you place this on the water. Oh yeah, now I hear it. Now I hear it. Now I hear it. Alright, I do hear it. Alright, that means I effed something up, so let's just quickly reload that again. I'm really blessed with a Saturday stream. Yeah, just a random short stream. I want to get the tedious tasks out of the way, so tomorrow we can go full design after the podcast. Thanks NFT2 for the Prime subscription, subscribing for promised piano dance. I'll refund you immediately. No. We can watch this from the map view, I guess. Opening Pac-Man's mouth again. Alright, all of these construction bots are going to be brought back to these center chests over here. So they are immediately put back into the system. I guess the bots should almost arrive. Alright, here they come. They are put back into the system because of the inserters. We've got 24,000 bots, so even if we deconstruct roboports, the bots will automatically go back into the roboport. If the roboport is full, the bots will just go back once all the bots are called upon, which is gonna happen as soon as we start placing a ring of solar panels. Let's do it correct this time. Place the landfill first, even though it's a land area. Let's listen. Okay, I didn't hear a single placement sound, so there probably is no landfill at all. Right, so that makes one ring of those power lines. I guess while the bots are building, we can start clearing out some biters in these black areas. I don't think it will take too long. Maybe I also should already start moving out with myself with my artillery spider, so I can explore over these lakes over here. Before we used radars, but I don't really want to do that anymore. Right. So I also want to deconstruct all of these radars, so I should probably send out one of my spiders. I've got this lone Mad Max orange spider over here. Probably got a remote for that guy as well. Let's put that on the bar somewhere. So let's just send this guy out to over here. And this guy is equipped with a roboport. So he can deconstruct that stuff. He is not equipped with legs, so he moves very slow, which is good. Actually, let's get that guy back here. I may want to change his loadout a little bit. Gonna hear a lot of train sounds during September. Yeah, I saw that too. It's a September. I guess. Alright, we got a lot of space. I kinda do want to increase this guy's range, because I have noticed that with its current roboport range, which is quite small, sometimes the bots don't fly out in time. For instance, when I deconstruct something like this, the spider will just pass by and the bot will not get called upon before the spider passes. We can solve that by hopefully increasing increasing this roboport, the amount of roboports the spider has access to. It means the bots will fly out sooner and they will cover a larger distance. But by now my bots are so fast they can easily catch up with a spider which is moving at slow speed. So let's just do it the dumb way. Take this 35 megawatt internal buffer, drain these batteries. It's alright. We've got a portable fusion reactor. Actually, we've got one pair of legs here. I do want to keep these laser defenses in here, just in case we run into some biters. So yeah, I think we're gonna roll like this. There go my rockets. Okay, we got like 50 bots. This should be more than enough. Right, so Mad Max can finally depart to the edge of the map here. We gotta make another deconstruction planner, which has only these 3 items on it. Which is a radar, a solar panel, and a substation. Right, now it is night, so we cannot select those for deconstruction, but we will be able to do so when it's day. The spider's gonna take a while though. Thanks Mergelmush for the 3rd month. Reddit, no. All of my free time went into space exploration mod and sort of lost track of everything else. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Didn't see you for a while. I sent you a message on Patreon, a little bit worrying. But glad you surfaced again. Right, bot expansion is in full swing. What else? I think I should just... I mean, I can safely walk here, right? This is the background map generation around the center of the player. So it is pretty safe for me to walk basically almost everywhere by now, as the map has just grown so large. So I guess let's try maybe walking over here. We can place some artillery turrets and explore over the lake with my artillery turrets. I do have 10 turrets as well as a remote, and I've got 10 spiders loaded with artillery shells just for this purpose. One of them is the leader, which has a remote, and I can connect that guy to me, and all of the other 9 spiders will automatically follow. So now I can just go myself. I wanted to walk out somewhere over here. Let me quickly check. Yeah, no danger of exploring new terrain unintentionally. I guess I should maybe just go here. There could be land here. It is kind of unlikely though. And I'm going to shoot artillery shells in there anyway. I got spiders kind of nearby in case we actually reveal some biters. So I think we can maybe just go all the way down here. So let's do that. That's me through my 1000 signs per minute base, followed by 10 artillery shell spiders. Thanks Juiced Official for the 6th-month subscription, even though you only watch the VODs. That means you're here still a lot actually. 50-hour weeks and still have time to go through space exploration. That is pretty unique, I would say. Cannot find the right word for it, but man, 50-hour weeks and then having time to go through space exploration, that is costing you sleep, isn't it? Who needs sub-train when you have spider train? I think Spider-Tember is a little bit less catchy than September, I guess. Alright, so I'm just gonna repeat again. Tomorrow I will be, before my stream, I will be a guest on Krydex's podcast, The Factory Must Grow. It's gonna start in 3 o'clock UTC, which is 5 o'clock Central European Summertime. Yeah, so be sure to tune in there, and I'll probably talk about stuff which I never thought I would talk about. I have no idea how is it gonna go. I mean, here on stream I can just ramble to myself, that goes really well. But yeah, that tomorrow there will be actual social interactions with with other humans who speak back in real time. So we'll see how that goes. All right, let's do something. Let's fire up these spiders. I kind of have these guys on this bar, I think. No, maybe on this one. Okay, this is me, spider 1 with follower spider, spider 2 with follower spider. Okay, so I can just hotbar my way around here. I guess the white spider is on the right side, the teal spider on the left side on my hotbar, so let's make them switch side. Alright, and then we can start exploring this gap over here. Not with that guy, with the spider which is actual rockets, and 2 follower spiders which also have bunches of rockets. And then we're just gonna go explore this as fast as possible. We can go like 2 layers deep, why not? You have to keep an eye on this though, because if these guys walk straight to our biter nest, 3 of my spiders are gonna be game overed in no time. Okay, I'm not gonna zoom in too much because this is pretty loud usually. And I don't want to lower the volume because we're gonna do a lot of stuff which is not spider destruction as well. Oh, look at that. I spotted that. That is an expansion over there. Expansion group. Walked out immediately. Okay, let's just let them do their thing. I'm just gonna go in with the support spider just to take a look how they will form the nests. I'm pretty sure that's an expansion group. I'm not sure they will still expand though, because probably there is no more green circle. Actually there is. Okay, but this is not blinking anymore. Perhaps they selected this chunk. Now they cannot oh, they are expanding. Alright, never mind. They just continue on their expanding business. Alright, I just marched straight through a biter nest. I see, and I almost killed my teal spider. It's got 600 hit points remaining. So let's just have this guy deal with the remains. Send the white spider out here. I'm not being very careful. That is a bad thing. Because now expansions could be forming around here as well. And I do not want to use those green circles to locate enemy expansions. That is my own job. Luckily this was a kind of a small nest. You can see the path of destruction. But yeah, if you don't zigzag, you're gonna get wrecked pretty easily. So I guess we gotta explore around a little bit. Just to see there are no expansions here, since these biters have been left unattended for a little bit. And we can probably send the very damaged spider over to get repaired. We should keep an eye out on these guys as well. They could send out another expansion party right now. There's some leftover worms from earlier exploration, which I did not want to risk killing and revealing new chunks back then. Okay, I think it's just time for us to move in. This spider has been repaired. Now there exists 2 nests. And now there exists 0 nests. Alright, I guess this meanwhile is fully up. That means we can do the thing where we deconstruct all fish and items on ground, which should be only stone, theoretically. Let's try to do this in one swoop, because this is very laggy. Such a large area. This is all just destroyed rocks, like this stuff over here. Rocks which got destroyed in combat, and now bots are picking up all of the stone. That is not too much, but what is going to be much is if we switch this to trees and rocks. That is going to be a couple, it's going to be over 100,000 trees, I guess, or at least 100,000 wood. I'm lying, it's only 90, I can get 100k, there, see, 100k wood. $15,000 stone and 4,000 coal, all from coal rocks and normal rocks, because we already deconstructed the items on ground. So now we're gonna have this huge... all of the bots are basically gonna be picking up stuff and bringing it to the center, and then resting in the center, which is good, because the next step is building the solar panels, which means they'll depart from the center and build stuff far away. So yeah, basically exactly what we need. That's gonna take a while though. Alright, let's finish up this side over here. If I keep these spiders not too far apart from each other, I can control them both at the same time without risking losing one of them. Like almost happened not very long ago. This is actually functional exploration as well. I guess we can have this guy scan this area. Eventually the solar grid is going to grow large enough so that the radars are going to scan new terrain. We can take out those two worms with the support spiders. Alright, I don't think there's going to be large nests popping up here. We would have seen them already. Alright, we'll send one support spider to the left and then one to the right. So we have some repairability on both sides. Alright, meanwhile the bot storm is picking up all the trees. How many bots are airborne right now? 18,000, and still bots are being deployed. Bots are being deployed only like 100, maybe 100 a second or something at maximum speed. I don't know exactly, but not very fast, not as fast as logistics bots. So it takes a good while to send all 24,000 bots airborne, especially with the first bots already finishing their tasks. I'm not doing a really good job of multitasking. Multitasking does not exist. Is it getting night? It's getting night. I wanted to start doing this. But it looks like we'll wait just a little bit more, because now all of this is blinking off. And I'm not sure it's going to be marked for deconstruction in time. Meanwhile, I can just walk down here. Or can I? Maybe I'm generating new terrain. Possibly, but probably not. I'm just going to keep it in this chunk over here. Alright. So now just drop all my stuff in here. Except for the stuff in the hotbar. So I have to do it like this, unfortunately. And then I'm just gonna grab shells. From whatever spider is close by. Then we have this remote. This is the standard range. It's already pretty large. We've got like 6 artillery shell range upgrades, 64,000 signs. And the only reason I invested all the signs is to explore these lakes. Alright, but if we take the manual, the size grows to twice that size. So this is way larger than I want to explore. So now I guess let's first explore the safe area. That's already all? That's already all. Alright, nice. No more empty tiles. We gotta be careful, because this land can just go around. So I don't really want to... I think I'll just try to explore diagonally here. hopefully we don't discover too many biters. Or at least not biters connected to actual land. It looks like everything's gonna be ocean. It would help if I could actually click. Oh, hydrate, I missed that. Can actually catch the mic stream without needing to mess up sleep. I guess that's the advantage of Saturday streaming. Right, so that already looks nice. I guess then we'll just start. This. Apparently there's one chunk over here which I didn't explore. It's outside of the range of my artillery cannons at the moment. I'm not going to unbind stuff just to click some artillery shells on the lake once every 10 hours. So... Alright, I guess I... Oh, we're out of ammo. Alright, that's the culprit. No fear. A refill is right here. I guess I should not refill all of them, since we're about done here. Yeah, I don't really want to explore more further down here for now. So I'll just fill in the remaining ones over here. Let's deconstruct one. How many chunks is this away? Oh, like 2 or 3 chunks. Alright, now we can finally explore this final chunk which we missed earlier on. There it goes. It takes a while. Finally we will know what is here. Nothing. Predictable. Alright, I got my bots. I need to find some spider which is empty. Alright. I guess we'll just go to the next one. Let's check one more time. Alright, I did actually generate some chunks down there, so maybe I should actually... Probably should explore a little further. Because now these chunks are generated. I'm standing here, that means these chunks are slowly generated in the background, even though they're not visible on the map. So I guess we'll just... What is the furthest I walked? I walked a bit that way. Let's just go like in a square pattern. And just hope for the best, that there's no land there, or we'll need to send some spiders over immediately. Solar bots are idle now. Yeah, we can probably solve that. Alright, this should be good, right? Yeah, I think this is good. There's no way I've walked over there. I was going to say it's possible I revealed some biters here, but I don't think that happened. This area is now visible. Solar bots are idle. The entire area is empty, except for the power. Is it getting daytime or is it getting nighttime? I think it's getting nighttime again. So I guess I kind of want to get these radars picked up before I sent all of the bots to work. So I guess I'm just gonna walk myself over to the next lake. It looks like I can safely go in here, provided there is no land connected. There is no land connected to anything. This lake is not gonna go like this, is it? So I think, yeah, we can safely walk to there. I gotta be careful though to not walk in this area over here, or I will be generating these biters. So let's walk up, and then like some sort of diagonal. Stay out of that range. Well, let's follow this. Nothing is outside of the explored area, so we're gonna be good. I think we'll just go as far as we can over here. Right, it's getting daytime again. All these radars are flickering again. So I guess before we send out the spiders, we are just going to do the deconstructing over here. Alright, let's wait until the flickering stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 15. So we should have 15 pairs of stuff. Maybe I'm miscounting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 14. Alright. 14. That is gonna immediately disappear from the map now, because the radars stop being powered if you mark them for deconstruction, which means it's gonna turn dark. And the only way to get them back is to... Now I cannot unselect them for deconstruction anymore unless I press Ctrl Z, and then they get unmarked for deconstruction. I do not want that though. Alright. So there they go again. Then we gotta send Mad Max. Let's also put him on this bar. I guess we were on the exact place the other radar was, so I can just go diagonal to this one. And we should pass all the other ones on the way. Like this one. This one. Okay, yeah, we're perfectly going past every single one of them. Alright, so now I got a pretty sizable spider roboport area, which hopefully means the bots have enough time to react, and the spider doesn't run in and out of range of this stuff too fast. But you see, the bots don't fly out right immediately. It took them like a second to realize, and with just one roboport the spider can pass the past this green square, past the deconstructed items, and the bots just skip them. Yeah, again, it took about 2 seconds before the bots reacted. But now with the slow spider speed and 4 roboports inside, hopefully we won't miss any pickups here. This time it took 3 seconds, so yeah, still a little bit worrisome. I think it's going to... I'm going to test this out now. Save. That is the best save game name ever. I just want to start this part over here and watch if that affects the bots. So let's just start sending out these guys. Let's watch them get deployed to the first corner, just a little bit. Alright, there they go to the second corner. Alright, are we still picking up everything with the spider, or are we now just skipping over things? Alright, this time they reacted immediately for some reason. Alright, so now they got a quicker response time with my statistical sample size of 1. But at least it does not seem to completely block the bots going out from here. Again, immediate response instead of... Wait, what? Why did I have a 3-second response time before I deployed 24,000 bots, and now they deploy at the very first second? Okay, there was a little bit of delay, so it looks like things are still normal. Let's keep on deploying bots here. Doing this in alternating patterns, so the bots interfere as little as possible with each other. Alright, and that's everything gridded. I will just delete these robots again. Or at least mark them for deconstruction. Eventually they will get picked up. And now this area is just gonna look like this for a half an hour or so. This time I'm not gonna watch it. I think I already watched it 2 or 3 times. I can just leave this on just a little bit and watch for the chat a little bit. Actually, probably Mad Max is done. We should send him... Okay, still picking up stuff. I don't see any red squarish things on the map, so it looks like we picked up everything. So now we just send them out to the next radar area. I wish these pilotron lines would be visible from a little bit further away, because like this it's kinda unclear where I need to go, and like this you cannot see where I'm sending the spider. But yeah, I guess this is good enough. Let's go there. I remember now I still have one radar over here. That immediately gets picked up. Looks like these looks like each individual construction bot network is like isolated from each other in terms of tasks, so as long as this construction network is not connected to this one, looks like I can still do stuff in my main base. Right? Can I? No, I cannot, looks like. Alright, so these are just added to the entire queue of like 100,000 items which need to be constructed. Yeah, none of these are getting placed at all. So let's delete those again. Okay, that means we gotta time our builds in such a way that we don't interfere too much. If we want to build stuff in our 10,000 signs per minute base, we should not be building solar panels at the same time, since all of these items are getting added to the same list of buildable things. And the game is only cycling through those at like a couple hundred a second at maximum. And we're gonna have like 100,000 entities which are awaiting construction. Alright, I'm just gonna read through chat real quick. Yeah, tomorrow is the podcast with Krydex. 3 o'clock UTC. Convert to your own time zone as needed. You can also find Krydex on Twitch and watch his planning. There it should be in your local time zone, the time it starts. I am tired, time to play Factorio. For me that doesn't work really. I kinda need to be fresh to play Factorio. Unless we're doing like these kind of things. This is not really high brain stuff. You can see how high brain my current brain is working, because I cannot figure out the right words to say things like high brain. High brain is not correct, but I don't know what the right... Never mind. Okay, let's just blow up some biters. Distractions. Alright, this was just a lone, previously surviving worm. So let's just go out here. This guy can go like 5 chunks higher. Go out here and we'll see who runs into trouble first. You can have the bot network up on screen until something happens. Something is happening. Should also keep watching that spider, because now I'm just controlling this guy and the other one is just running through a giant biter nest uncontrolled. Exactly, thanks Biter Base for illustrating my point. Alright. After this we can just continue. We should not be too damaged from these ordeals. Yeah, we are still in the green, so that's good. We missed one worm though. So let's go take that guy before we storm off. Alright, this has also been fully cleared. So we can advance the black spider a little. Flame has put a timer on Discord that converts the time. Oh, that is nice. Thanks, Flame. Oh, wait, okay. There's a big base here. It's one of those bases where several bases are connected into one. This could lead to a nice shot of different spider groups blowing stuff up. But I cannot zoom in far enough to get both of them on screen. There's another biter base up there. Right. At least that was an okay shot. Okay, I guess we just keep printing with our dot matrix spider printer here. Okay, this printer is getting stuck more than a real dot matrix printer. I'm not sure there's a byter base there, but let's preventively click spam anyway. Wait, that's the wrong one. We may be in need of some repairs after this though. Okay, this guy is still in the green. These guys are in the low green. I think we can still afford to keep walking, as long as we just don't miss. As long as we don't miss any critical walk-ins into giant byter bases, we should be fine. Alright, this is the solar field slowly getting constructed. I think I have arrived too at my destination, probably already for 10 minutes. So it is time to build some more artillery cannons. But I will watch, I will watch this conclusion, because we could be walking into a death trap like this one. Alright, then they both go to the same point. This guy is gonna repair them. Then we'll be ready for the next shot. Are there gonna be biters here? Maybe. Where am I? I'm here. Alright, so I'm perfectly safe, provided this is all water. So let's put this in the control copy queue. Okay, I gotta watch this. There's nothing here, but if I don't watch this, there's definitely gonna be something here. Alright, there's nothing there. Alright, how far can we go? Pretty far. Can we walk further? We can walk over here still, even. So we can explore a lot of this lake. So I don't really think we need to hold back a lot. Let's make a save. Another great save game name. One worm is still in the far left copper, currently left of the purple spider. I see, we can send the purple spider back to deal with it. We've got a couple of rockets on the support spider as well. Let's make an evasive maneuver. Alright, thanks. We gotta get those 100% kills. Well, let's see if we can get the build shot and the artillery shot in one. I should probably unbind map dragging. Oh well. I'm just gonna click very carefully. We'll do a second loop. Alright. Let's enjoy the shot. Oh god. Ah, it's an island. Okay, it's an island. This is a bit reckless, isn't it? This lake does not need to go that deep. Oh god. No, it's not going that deep. Okay, those appear to be islands as well. Okay, we're gonna zoom in here a bit now. Oh, I hope that is... these are islands. We kinda need to... do this now. Okay, we're out of ammo. Somehow I still managed to miss this entire bar here. Okay, looks like okay, these are islands, so that's good. That is good. These cannot get back to me. That was yeah, I should be a bit more careful. I put an image of my Norvis base in the Factorio channel in the Discord, of the space exploration base. Alright, cool. I'm curious, did you already solve the, what is it called? The, I forgot the thing. Those Greek letter spheres, arcospheres I think they were called. Did you solve that problem? That was a quite interesting challenge to figure out. Okay, I'm just gonna click every single chunk in here, so we will definitely explore all of that. And this is the new Biter Island over here. Okay, I think we're just about out of ammo, really. Okay, how much do we still have? Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, nothing. A full. Nothing. Another full one. Two full ones. Okay, so we got about 3 full spiders worth of shells. And another one, like 4 spiders. So we spent like 6 spiders. So we have 4 left. So we can still probably go here. And explore some area over here. Without getting into trouble. Not sure how close I should get. I guess I can run. Let's go this line maximum. So we'll go here. And then just explore straight down. Yeah, biters and pollution are going to indeed mess with UPS, so that's why we're getting rid of them. We're basically going to turn this into a peaceful map. It already kinda is It kinda is a peaceful map. I guess eventually we'll also have to get rid of the biters on the lakes, because these guys keep absorbing pollution like these guys, and that means they keep forming attack groups. They won't actually send the attack groups, so we don't get biter parting calculations, which are the main. Biter parting is the main problem. We are not getting that, because as soon as they want to send them to my base, they cannot find the target to attack and they'll just disband. So perhaps we can actually keep the biters on the islands. Maybe they won't have such an influence on UPS, since they cannot go on long parting expeditions to my base. We'll test it out eventually as well. I've already arrived. Man, my spider is so quick. Let's not go further than this. After this we'll need to go back to the base to restock though, before we can go to up here. I think that's the last one for now. Okay, what's happening? Okay, this guy was in automatic range and it was explored, so that is why. That's interesting. Maybe if there's a biter island here, we'll start firing automatically as well. For now though, I'll just go. I don't want to go deeper than this really. If they are in automatic range, they fire at the unseen biter. That is correct, except if the biters are not generated yet in the background, which is the case in this map. So all of the black chunks here are ungenerated, not just invisible, they physically do not exist. So that means also the biters which are to be generated on those chunks, if they were to be generated, they do not exist yet. So the artillery does not fire at those biters just yet. Okay, I was going with the pollution here. We gotta kinda make haste to get back to this southern point over here. I guess it is getting day. I think we've explored as much as I want to explore up here. Could just try to explore these two chunks with a single blast without revealing much more here. This land could easily turn back inwards a bit, so I do not really want to go deeper than that. But this should explore these two chunks here. Alright. So, I guess we'll pack up. Everything fits. Let's grab my stuff. And I guess we'll just march back to the base. This is gonna be a long march. We'll just wait here and we'll get restocked once we are back. Alright, meanwhile let's bring those fighting biters, or these fighting spiders, back into some sort of biter battle. being able to scan 2 lines at a time is really nice. Not because my range is so large, but because I haven't been... Actually, yeah, my range is... Oh, well, 1 second here, we are walking into 2 biter bases at the same time, which is not great. Alright, we'll survive that. And we reveal another base right next to it. Possibly another base right next to it. I'd say it kinda is because my range is so large. So when you walk around in person, you generate terrain around you 20 chunks away from the player. It's a pretty large area. And that is what causes biter expansions to keep coming back even if the map looks clean. But if you make sure to explore enough terrain so that you never have walked close by the edge enough to explore out of that area, those chunks will not have been generated just yet, and if you just use remote spiders like I'm using right here, these will just reveal terrain in a 5x5 area, ignoring this background terrain generation. So here, this chunk exists, but this chunk does not exist. So even... maybe I can just quickly test and illustrate it somehow. Alright, so we'll go into editor mode just to check this. Alright, so I'm just gonna... So you see, this is the border of the world if I zoom in. These chunks do exist in some sort of base form, but no entities have been generated on top just yet. No stones, no decoratives, nothing, and also no biters. So if this spider was to walk into this chunk, now suddenly this gets generated. It gets generated. So what I want to do now... also ores, they were not present yet, but as soon as a spider walks into range, the ore gets generated. I do want to find somewhere where are biters. Come on. Okay, these biters just got generated on the spot. That was pretty clear. They kind of scared me. Right, so where is that? It's right over there. Alright, then we'll load. And I hope I remember correctly where it was. Somewhere over here. Alright, so now let's place some artillery cannons on the physical border of the world. Those should not generate new chunks either. The shells will, but I guess I need to set up infinity chests for that. and some of those power things. Alright. So now you can see this is my artillery range. But none of the turrets are firing, right? Because this terrain does not exist. But as soon as biters are generated, like let's say spiders are gonna walk in over here. Over here. Just keep walking, keep walking. These chunks get generated. Okay, now the artillery is gonna activate. I imagine, as time paused. No, they're shooting. Oh, they're shooting and generating new terrain as they are shooting. So biters can walk on this base terrain which has not been generated or populated with entities just yet. But nothing has spawned there just yet. Alright, we keep firing. And it keeps triggering revenge attacks. So even though this was in range before, all of this terrain does not exist just yet. And now we're basically generating it with artillery turrets, which is exactly why we are not using artillery turrets, because they just keep spawning in new biters and new terrain. As you can see happening. And now we're gonna get demolished. Because we don't have any defenses. Alright, demonstration over, let's go back to the game. How you get that infinite item tab, editor mode? Yes, editor mode combined with editor extensions mod, which is basically map editor but better. You get some giant substations and better control, larger chests, infinite logistics chests which have all items in the game, those kind of things. So editor extensions mod is great for like exploring and testing out stuff. Alright, blue spider. Now we're actually playing the game again, so let's not make mistakes. I think the white spider can just march off left. The sound from the map view is so scuffed. As long as the explosions are not happening in the center, we are good, but if they are in the center, it sounds really crackling loud. Looks like we generated a new biter base already. So we gotta go take care of that one as well immediately. And luckily the blue spider didn't run into trouble, because I completely forgot about the blue spider while we were doing this. Again, missed some chunks, that's alright. There's some water over there, actually. It looks like all of the bots have a task right now. So all of the bots, yeah, the bots are starting to find back homes, the Roboport homes. Should probably be watching these. Okay, somebody scared me, it was Odium, I think. Nothing got actually destroyed, right? Okay, the white spider is not in great condition anymore. So let's just send him in this giant biter base here. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, I heard the something got destroyed sound. But are those bits? Man, I'm such a pro streamer here. It was not in the game, right? It was like a sound effect from one of the chat things. Was it you, Odium, with the 100 thumbs ups or something? Bits? I don't know. God. Okay, white spider still at approximately the same state. Let's see if we can get him to this side to meet up with purple spider. Okay, it was you. Thanks for confirming. I already thought I lost a spider, especially because spiders were just walking around unsupervised while I was watching the bot thing over here. Right, let's get this white spider repaired. He's down to half health about. Blue guy is still doing fine. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got a 12 by 12 square right now of solar panel things. That means the next one is gonna have 13 by 4 blueprint stamps. That is 56. So that's 13,000 substations required to complete the next step. Hello rockets! Long time no see. I don't think the logistics bots in here can pick this up actually, because I don't have a single storage chest here. Alright, so that is well designed by accident. Okay, let's refill up on artillery shells. That was anticlimactic. Alright, and I guess we are gonna be off again. This time I'm gonna walk up here somewhere. How is the situation? Actually, I cannot come super close by. This peninsula here is okay, but I should not go up here. Maybe I should just go here and hope I have the range to cover everything. Let's try that. Alright, also finally I think about this guy again. Multitasking, right? Multitasking is just doing a lot of things poorly simultaneously. Alright, that brings this guy past all the radars. We're just gonna make him walk this loop twice in case he misses something. And then we're gonna not send him off just yet. We're just first gonna check if this guy picked up absolutely everything. Before we start on this big radar deconstruct. Alright. This is not great. These fighters had the chance to expand. I guess though, since these chunks were not generated, the chance that they actually expanded somewhere is pretty slim. Still, we can bring this black spider to check those nearby chunks. Since the biters can expand a maximum of 7 chunks away, we should still be able to make out if we're good or not. We're just checking the adjacent chunks here. Right, more biters. Actually, I should check the rocket count of these spiders, since I didn't refill on rockets before I started. So, who knows how many rockets were already spent. Okay, mining productivity 37. We need to get to 51 basically, so that's 14 more technologies. Alright, 4,000, 8,000 and 8,000 rockets. That is not a lot of rockets, but it will get the job done. Hooligans. Again. Actually, this is one of the streams where you actually can scare me with the sound, because we're basically playing on peaceful mode now, except when we're doing this kind of thing. And every time I'm looking away and I hear that sound, I already lost 2 spiders this way, so it's entirely plausible that I will lose more spiders. Let's check the white spider as well. 4,000, 7.2k. Alright, so roughly the same amount of rockets. Not sure it's going to be enough to clear this entire area here. We again got a situation of 2 nests connected to each other. Ah no, it's just an outcrop. Alright, not the best zigzag pattern of all time, but it will get the job done. Yeah, some car was driving with full horn. Well, I'm sitting next to a lake, which is a popular road also for motorbikes. But this time it was a car with horn. It does look like we picked up everything here on the first go. So I think I'm just gonna send Mr. Max. Walk around to the massive one. And meanwhile, do we have 13,000 substations in here? 16k, okay, so we can do the next loop already of those as well. Let's get those guys on the way, while the other spiders are all still walking. I should first do the landfill blueprint. There used to be a time when you could not paste blueprints into the not visible areas. That was pretty... That's a nice change that they changed that. So now you can basically, I can paste this. And all of it gets stamped, even the stuff in the fog of war. That used to be not the case, so... I'm kinda glad that changed. Let's first do the corners and then we'll just print in the rest. Alright, that'll take a while again. How many solar panels are now connected here? We need 2 million. 400,000. This is 1/5 of our solar field. It's gonna take a while. Right, this guy's still walking. I am just about to arrive. I kind of imagine all of our batteries are empty now, because all of these spiders are running on solar panels. Yeah, my batteries are empty. So Not a lot of power in the legs. We are here now, which is this area. So we're good. Let's flop those things down. I guess I can just throw everything in here. Just grab back the remotes. No, I cannot. I just need to do this. I need all the stuff. I need all the stuff, almost. The artillery remote, the deconstruction planners, all of that is gone. Alright, ready for the next salvo. We kinda have spiders close by, so I could send one over. Try to make this a horizontal line, but I'm probably gonna reveal biters, or I may reveal biters here. That's a little bit risky. On the other hand, they really got nowhere to expand to except just right here, so I'll catch that anyway. No, I should have a spider in place because of the revenge attacks though. Let's get a spider in place. Probably it's just faster to send this guy up. Like this. He should not reveal new chunks as he is walking exactly in the previous spider path in this central chunk over here. So in a little zigzag to make sure the red ones catch up as well. Right, then we can use the white spider to keep on exploring here for a bit. Last of my coffee for this hydrate. Still living the van line. Yeah, it's a little bit extended. I thought I was going to be back by tomorrow for sure, but no dice. So I hope the podcast with Krydex will go well. We did a short little test and the microphone sound was good, loud, clear, no delays. So I just hope I don't get those weird disconnects. But today it's going well, so why shouldn't it go well tomorrow? Right? Right, another nest. Okay, maybe I just gotta take some manual control here. Just to try and speed things up a bit. Let's try to stay at this zoom level. Unfortunately it's night, so it's probably a little bit hard to see. By the final nest I guess we can just zigzag again. These guys are arriving. Guess this guy's here, but it is night, so we cannot do anything about that. These are still pretty busy building. So probably we can delete those center roboports, except the last one. Alright, that was a lot of connected biter bases. Let's just send that guy over. Okay, these guys have arrived. So I guess we're gonna be good to do the artillery salvo. Over the lake you go. This is as far as we explored previously. So now these spiders are just gonna be trying to... If we explore biter bases, the revenge attacks should come around this side of the lake. What the heck is happening here? Look at that. This is interesting. So that artillery, these artillery turrets have been here for quite a while. And this is exactly what is going on with the background exploration. The background map generation. It is generating these chunks which previously did not exist. And it took a while, but finally it got to this distance out. It generated a biter, and now we're suddenly automatically destroying these biters over here. I probably should try my best to take out all of these guys, actually. Alright, I got him at the first hit. I was not expecting that. Alright, I was already worried. I saw it on the mini-map that we were suddenly shooting. Okay, let's just try to do the horizontal line thing. So I'm just pressing right and left without moving my mouse. And hopefully we'll discover everything. Yeah, we're gonna go for a belt-based mega base. That's the general idea. Let's keep a look on this corner. So this was what I was afraid of. It does look to be an island, or maybe not. Maybe it's still connected. Who knows? Hopefully we won't find biters in this very last chunk up here. That would be bad. Perhaps we'll never know. But I gotta know. Okay, fortunately there's nothing there. It's probably an island, but I do not want to take the risk to explore around it. Especially since this is our horizontal line, only interrupted by places where we found biter bases which had to be taken out. I think we're out of ammo. That's bad, all of my stuff will disappear. All of the markers, I mean. I understand the benefit of turning off drag mouse to move map to do the artillery thing, and perhaps using an auto clicker even to just click drag across the map, but I'm using it so sporadically I don't really want to change that. Okay, this is gonna get revealed eventually anyway by the raiders, but we may as well just do it now. I do not want to reveal this with artillery because that generates biters, and that's going to be dangerous, so let's not do that. Let's watch the rest of the chunks get generated, I guess. Alright, so that is everything we want. Except possibly this lake over here. I could do that, right? I can just walk in this area here and also do that over there. So let's grab these and we'll march on south. Not with this guy. This guy was supposed to pick up raiders. It is daytime, so I probably should do that sooner rather than later. Me. And go here. I guess just go here. Yeah, that is close enough. Looks like the final corner is being built right now. Alright, that's it. I think that's complete then. Alright, it's night again. I waited for too long. I blabbered on for too long. Where are my spiders at? This is black spider over here. I guess the white spider will just move this guy back to this way. And then where is this guy? That guy is over there. Yeah, a little bit dangerous. I guess we'll leave him here and we'll move this guy. We'll start exploring from here downwards. Eventually meeting up with this guy to get fixed, because we are kind of damaged. Right, abort to take out a biter base. Forget to pay attention to the teal spider. Right, so far so good. It's still night, so we cannot deconstruct raiders. Alright. House pollution. Still not at the edge of the map. 3 more chunks though. Okay, another large biter base up here. I got a feeling I'm about to lose a spider. This is all a little bit too stretched out. Walk straight in again. I think I was just in time to prevent a massive slowdown effect and the accompanying brutal destruction. No! Yep, another giant one. Looks like this one got like a little bit effed over by the forest being present, so it is not as dense. Just want to make my way back so I can get fixed. I gotta count my rockets again. Let's... Okay, 2.4k, 6k, 6k. Yeah, we're running out. We may or may not have enough to finish this area over here. I'm at location as well, so we can plop back down those. I think we don't need more artillery shells than what we currently have here. We just want to do this. Right, finally, at the first try. We hit everything. So I guess it is time to return home. All lakes which we can possibly want to uncover have been uncovered. Oh. It was just worms here, so no biters yet, but now I generated the nests as well. Which means we have to take out these guys without delay. And we generated the next one as well. Do we still have health? Kind of, we're in the yellow. Oh, that is straight in, that's not good, let's go around. I guess meanwhile we can start heading home, not through this solar field, around. Okay, I guess we can just make the connection now. Just ignore this terrain. Alright. Finally, we can get fixed. These guys have 3000 rockets left, so that's good. Thanks Mattis Jackson as well for the Prime subscription. Thanks for the great Factorio content. You're welcome. For everybody who's not on Patreon, the next Warptorio episode will be on YouTube next Friday, and it's gonna be almost half an hour long. So a bit longer than the more recent ones, which were all like 10 to 15 minutes. I kinda forwent. Forwent is not a word, is it? Forgone. I skipped yesterday's stream to be able to finish the Warptorio episode because it has been just too long. So it was sort of a holiday. I'm in the Alps right now, and usually in the Alps the weather kinda sucks a lot of the time. So I had envisioned to have a lot of time to work. But then it was good weather all the time, so I just spent almost all the time out in the mountains, basically. And or being totally destroyed from way too long tours. Alright, let's bring this dude back to this side. Together with its support spider, which now can safely cross over to this side as well. Okay, just some stray worms which I forgot about. Looks like nothing seriously spawned there. Alright, it is daytime. Let's try to delete all of these raiders in one big swoop. Oh. Right. How is the white spider is not doing anything. This guy has like one red bar of health remaining. I kind of forgot I was exploring with the spiders, to be honest. Alright, that is taken out, but definitely we gotta heal up first. $400 hit points left out of 3000. That was a close one. I still didn't kill a spider this episode, so that's good. What was I doing? Something with Mad Max, I think. Deconstructing all these raiders. So theoretically we should be able to just walk up to here. And back all the way here, and that should be it. Hopefully it will pick up everything. Since I am deconstructing, I'm not going to be deconstructing all of these trees at the same time. The last time I tested it was if we, like, deconstruction and construction orders are handled separately. But if I now deconstruct all of these trees, probably this guy might have trouble finding that he needs to deconstruct things as well. So not gonna risk that. I'm not entirely sure that's how it works. I do want to know if it works like that though. So I do want to know if it works like that, so let's just quickly issue a big deconstruction order for trees and rocks here. I will reload this just in general. I just want to know, does this fly out? Still yes. How about if I deconstruct in my base some stuff? That gets ignored. No construction bots are flying out here. This looks like the personal construction bots are all like on individual threads, so to say. Yeah, they don't react instantly, but they react fast enough to at least deconstruct these raiders, it seems. And in the base we are still not deconstructing stuff because all of this has not been assigned yet and this got marked for deconstruction first. Right, so that is how it works. So we can do spider deconstruction and base deconstruction at the same time, but not two similar projects and two different bases from the land-based roboports. So that is good to know. Right, good night BSG. What will happen to the 10k SPM run when the DLC gets released? I just will finish this on 1.1. I kinda hope it... I think it is possible to run 1.1 and 2.0 like simultaneously. You don't have to choose one or the other, I don't think. I don't hope so. I kinda hoping the 2.0 will function like a mod pack does. That you can enable and disable it at will. That the base game as it is now stays the same, but I'm not entirely sure that's how it's gonna work. I do intend to finish this though. Let's see if I can take out some of these worms. Without generating too many new chunks. Alright, that was successful. I guess we should just keep exploring. It's taken a while. Alright, so if we can do this and that simultaneously, there's no real reason to wait. Except that this spider may run into a nest. Let's just hold him back then. We can do the two-step deconstruction program again. First all fish and all destroyed rocks on the ground. And then all trees and rocks. $140,000 trees. That's 40% more trees than in the last deconstruct. Alright, I do not see any skipped deconstructs here, which is good. Yeah, we're still picking stuff up despite bots being deployed by the hundreds over here. Okay, we got a biter base coming up here as well. Looks like an easy one, not too large. How did that guy get over there? Separate installation. I can do that, I think. I think it's going to be quite easy to get 10,000 signs per minute in the DLC, even with the new science packs and on different planets. All based on that Kovarex playthrough where he said he was not quite at 1 million signs per minute, but he was expecting to reach that at some point. So yeah, that's a lot of signs per minute. That means things are going to be buffed beyond recognition, really. I'm kind of worried about that aspect. I do want to get rid of all these worms as well, even if it costs me revealing another biter base. I can kind of safely explore if I just do this. I won't run straight through a biter base. Yeah, that guy is there, so I have to walk in this chunk, Alright, I didn't reveal any new chunks, that's good. Then we'll head left. These guys need to go... Alright, we're starting to get into territory where not all trees can be assigned a bot. Means all 24,000 bots are airborne, picking up trees. This is what 24,000 bots picking up trees looks like. I think it looks better contrast with the Roboport overlay. Okay, I think we cannot take out all of these guys without generating new chunks. So I guess we'll just choose one and hope for the best. Oh, too bad. Now we have to take out those guys. I will be as careful as possible to not go into chunks which we don't need. I cannot reach those worms from there. We'll have to go here as well, it seems. Back to this chunk and up. Alright. And those guys, I guess we just gotta go in this chunk then. Alright, nothing extra was revealed. I think that was the last of the worms and the outcrops on this side at least, so that is a win. Miss me. Will Warptorio end before the DLC? I'm pretty positive it will. So the next episode which is coming out is dealing with the final preparations for the giant combat. Then we'll have the giant combat, and after that it's just a matter of building the endgame base, which I've already designed with blueprints over a year ago at this point, or about a year ago at this point. But yeah, it's just I know exactly what I need to make. And then we'll just go over the endgame base, and that's it. So probably just 4 more episodes or so, and that should be finished. Finally, I can move on from Warptorio. It's been a good run and a good bit of fun with Warptorio, but I'm definitely ready to move on to something else. There goes the 171st set of rockets. So that's 1.7 million space signs, if I'm correct, generated from the 1000 signs per minute base. We generated about 2 million in total of each of these 7 sign packs, including military signs, which we are just producing and storing into all of these chests over here because we're not using it. But we are producing it at 1000 signs per minute. Alright, I should probably watch this a bit. Okay, that is actually idle. Just in case this guy missed something, I'll just send them back on the same horizontal. I don't think he missed something, but you never know. And after that we'll have to do the diagonal pickup thing over here. I guess theoretically I could plan every chunk like this, and the spider would probably not die on its own. But there's also a pretty long way to explore. What's the plan for today? Just filling in the last of this unrevealed area, perhaps explore a little bit south of here as well. We did all the artillery shells over the lakes. Basically, we're building 2 more rings of these solar panels. At the moment we are bringing back all the wood. 300,000 wood is waiting in these chests, so we probably gotta send in the spiders with landfill, exchange it for wood and come back like we've been doing before. This guy is still on the way. I guess we'll just go this way. Kinda having a weird exploration pattern at this point. I think it's time to issue the next command for the solar panels here. We can let those spiders get repaired in the meantime. Alright, so theoretically we should still be able to deconstruct these radars while we do the solar panel blueprint building. I'm just gonna have this guy pass over every point at least twice in case he misses something. Alright, so let's go. Another round of solar stamp. That is unreadable even for me. 1, 2, 3, that's getting large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we have 12 by 12 right now. So now we're getting to 14 by 14. A maximum of 25 gigawatts, but not really. It's in reality it's about 16. Actually, that is interesting to know. So a solar panel does not generate 60 kilowatts, but 42 if you include the night cycle and the extra you need to charge up the accumulators again. You can utilize 42 kilowatts of your solar panel without getting into trouble, which means currently this entire solar grid outputs the same amount of power as this tiny nuclear plant over here, about 16 gigawatts for each of them. So that is kind of the scale difference we are looking at: solar and nuclear. Alright, don't get into solar versus nuclear again. Let's just again plop all these down in some sort of pattern. Or I cannot really zoom well anymore. Start at the corners. We'll just skip 2 every time. Let's skip 3 every time. Okay, now it doesn't really matter too much as long as we're just gonna go like 1 in every corner every time. Then the bots should keep cycling pretty decently. Alright. That is a lot of solar panels. So that's 56 blueprint stamps worth of about 3000 solar panels. So I say 50 times 3000. So we just placed down 150,000 solar panels in one go, plus approximately 150,000 of everything else, mostly accumulators, but also like substations and stuff. Actually, those already exist, so yeah. Yeah, so I guess 2400 substations with 29-ish hundred solar panels per stamp. Almost 300,000 entities, I think. So that's gonna take these 24,000 bots quite a while to build. Every bot has got to build 12 things very far away, and the recharge times are not gonna be very friendly on these bots, since a lot of them are charging at the same roboport. At least we are spreading it out over all directions at once, which is kind of the intent. But yeah, you can see all 4 corners have been serviced. Now the 5th stamp is gonna go over here, the 6th one is gonna go over there, and all of those are gonna be going on different paths from the central blob, hopefully not interfering too much with each other. Right, we're out of bots, I guess. The bots are now being called upon from over here, where they placed the first one. They are gonna go back to the center and then fly out over there. Alright, let's finish up this tiny bit of exploration we still have to do over here, which is white. This is white. Okay, we gotta watch the rockets, at the risk of the spiders killing themselves on the very last biter bases in that area. We can also reload these guys with artillery shells in the meantime. Okay, let's not push our luck any further. That was a good call. There's a very fragmented nest due to the forest. Forests always get in the way of biter nests, so they are way less dense over here, and a lot of them are worms instead of nests. Right, finally, that is this entire area explored. And we did it actually without restocking on rockets. How many do we have left? This guy has got about 2000 rockets left. Support spiders a bit more, they shoot a little bit less. There's also about 2k. So I guess there is gonna be one more corner. How big is this thing gonna be? This is the 14 by 14. We need how much again? Oh yeah, tags off. 22 by 28 in a minimum. Now we're 14 by 14. So we got 4 more stamps at least to go out. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the south. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 22. 3, 4. 5, 6. I think we gotta go this far out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we gotta go this far out, so we gotta explore a little bit more in this corner as well. So I guess we'll just send those spider teams down. Let's first go for a quick repair. Black guy already can start marching down the field. So this corner is gonna get scanned by our scanned or both by our solar raiders. There's gonna be a lot of solar, that's true. Kinda like these patterns which the bots are making. Okay, this guy is on the second loop. Looks like did not miss anything. So let's... now it's still day. This is just a straight line of raiders. It's kind of nice to have this train line visible. I think... did I read it correctly that trains are gonna have like small raiders on board that you can see them always? Or was that with roboports? Kind of forgot which one it was. I gotta send this spider all the way to the north. That's the last one. And then this one, that should be all of the temporary raiders picked up again. I guess we'll make him walk the entire loop twice again, like we did the first time. Just in case he misses one the first time, we got another chance of picking stuff up the second time. The reason that is important is all of those things still are probably in a list of items to deconstruct if they are on the map selected for deconstruction, but nothing is in the neighborhood that could be bad for the speed at which other things are constructed and deconstructed, since these things would still be in the list. Similar to unplaced landfill can really mess up your the ability of the bots to build the other things, because the game is going through all of the landfill which is not in range of a roboport. At least that's my experience so far. That may have been improved in the meantime as well, but as far as I know, that still is a thing. Let's do make a save here. All internals explored. So we're not entirely done with exploration just yet, but mostly done. For now. So we gotta explore this corner, then we gotta do something about... thank you, motorbike. Then we gotta do something about this pollution being very near to the edge of the map. And when we start building the actual base, we also gotta explore more on this side around, because this is the pollution of a 1000 signs per minute base. The pollution of the 10,000 signs per minute base is gonna dwarf this probably. So yeah. So it looks like I cannot look at this in 60 UPS. With all the bots perhaps. Yeah, but the bots. But the bots give life to this picture, so I guess we're just gonna keep it. Alright, then I think I got everything cleared which I want to have cleared. Let's check for any remaining worms on the edge of the map. There's some over here. I'm gonna mark those. Eventually I will want to get rid of all of them, probably. I hope that's a worm and not a base, but I'm pretty confident that's a worm. Here's a couple on the copper as well. I could take this out with artillery actually, since there are no biters nearby to take revenge. They are far enough away from the edge to... no, I cannot take... No, I could. Actually, yeah, I could take them out with artillery, because my artillery range is large enough that I can set up my artillery outside of the range of the background terrain generation, like over here, and then just target these worms. And this explosion of the artillery shell will not cause this chunk to generate, because it's far enough from the edge of the map. Then I don't need to send spiders in, which actually generate these chunks, and risk generating more biter nests over there. So I guess eventually on this side we will have to uncover that anyway. So perhaps I should not really sweat it too much at this point in time. There's nothing here. Don't want to put it on the actual dot, because then I cannot see the dot. Man, I left a lot of worms alive. I should have thought of that before. Then I could have done that with my artillery. I cannot take out these with artillery though, because this explosion is likely gonna generate the new chunk, because I will have to aim right here. And the explosion is gonna be large enough to bleed over in the new chunk. And artillery explosions generate new chunks. Presumably because they are crafted with a radar. Like, you can shoot like nukes and stuff which explode in a new chunk without generating it, but artillery does generate it. Okay, this side we checked, so all of the remaining ones are marked right now. So we can, I guess the markers are... Man, the map is so large that you have to zoom in to see the markers just as much as to zoom in to see the red dots. I guess at least we can flicker those on and off to make it more visual where they actually are. Alright. So we are actually gonna go... I'm gonna locate the black spider at the edge of my solar blueprint. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is basically in this chunk over here, which is not yet generated. Let's try sending another spider there for now. And then we have to explore out at least this much, which is the scan range of a radar. So it looks like we might just be exploring like so. That would be a good horizontal line to have. Right, and immediately there's a biter base where I want to station my spider. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the chunk. Corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Kind of have to be a little bit wary about... Okay, this is gonna get deleted. About my rocket count, I probably should have gone back to the base for a refill first. We got this purple spider, I forgot to take him. That's gonna take forever. That is a very slow guy. Very slow spider. Okay, we're doing fine. Another hydrate. Gotta pour myself a new one. Cheers. Oh, pause. Of course, my hands are occupied. Right at the moment I walk into this giant biter bees. I wonder why the UPS drop is. Is it just from the combat? Maybe. I gotta go one chunk higher to explore that line. I'll go, hope I could finish watching the stream later. Yeah, be sure to try to tune in tomorrow on Krydex's podcast, where I'll be a guest. Tomorrow 3 o'clock UTC. This is way too coarse. Oh god. This is bad. Oh, this is really bad. My spiders ran out of battery here. From the long walk, I presume. I guess these are about to run out as well. Then even the zigzagging won't help anymore with the limited speed. So the problem is, I have enough power to sustain my legs, but these spiders have shields too, and those shields are real battery drainers, and shields take preference. That's not the right word. Shields go first in terms of power dips compared to legs. So if you're out of power, all the power flows to the shields and the legs get deactivated, which is more of a problem because then your spider is going to be too slow basically. Okay, I hope we got enough to just blast through this nest a bit. Well, looks like we don't. We are slowly dying. Perhaps I can try to manually control, to at least dodge some of the acid. Okay, that means we gotta let those guys charge up a bit before running into the next combat. Perhaps I'll just retreat them home, as long as the shields are not deployed. Like now we get a little bit of power back, the spider is moving fast again. But if we just walk back home to restock on rockets, we should be good as well, because we have 3 legs, which consume 600 kilowatts. But the fusion reactor can output 750, so we should be slowly but surely charging up our batteries if we walk back home. I was kinda hoping to get this corner fully revealed. I'm already below the line I said I wanted to go. I guess I had to do that to... take out the biter base, so that is alright. We can just send the black spider out to look in these chunks. We are on the correct chunk, so we'll just walk here and walk back. Hopefully don't find any biters here, and this could be our line for now. Priority, yeah, priority, thanks. I know that word, sometimes I just cannot find the right one. Well, I guess this is water, we're just gonna bump into the water, and that's gonna be it in terms of... Ooh, there is land on that side. Maybe an island, or the water just maybe start going up from there. Okay, there's probably not gonna be biters there. Right, so my full solar field would go one further, which means the corner could be... that's probably located wrong. The corner could be here instead of here. That means I need exactly this line. So I guess that line is good. We are not going to extend solar further than that, I don't think. So let's just walk this guy out to the right. We gotta go all the way there then. So probably should use the white spider instead. Looks like we are going over here. So if I try not to deploy the shields too much, I should not run out of power right now. There's biter bases down there, so I need to go one chunk deeper. That is good. There's worms there. I guess we'll take those out too. There's not a worm there. You gotta do what you gotta do. I guess we're now so close by that we will try to just straighten this edge and hope for the best. Maybe we'll go then until this line. Alright, my white spider is getting absolutely demolished by these behemoth worms over here. Alright, I do not want to go further than that for sure. Oh, another hydrate from Dokin. It's probably a bad idea at the moment. 2 hands. Oh, there we go. Pro tip. Next time I'm looking for a biter base for some demonstration, I just gotta take my hands off the keyboard and I'll immediately walk into one. Okay, let's try to do like chunk control again. Looks like we gotta go down a bit at least. This line is fair game, so let's just first do this. We are exploring this line anyway. Now we just gotta take out those biters below with the least chunks possible. Alright, I do want the clean map. Yeah, I was pretty sure there was another biter base below that one, so... But these worms were on the map already, they have to go. So here we are, going one deeper. Hopefully it will stay with one. There's water down here as well. That was too far. This chunk did not need to be generated, but luckily I got away with it. There's all of that deleted. And one of these spiders has to come in to do a repair. Because the white spider is pretty low. Guess this guy has gotten the chance to recharge a bit. So let's send this guy in. So this is not connected for sure. There may just be like a bottleneck and a new land area below there, but I hope we'll never know. I hope we don't need to go there ever. Yeah, every ring of solar is taking longer and longer to construct. It looks like during these bot constructions my UPS is dropping whenever I do something else intense, like taking out the big biter base. Oh, I gotta take out this guy. Yeah, I already generated the chunk, looks like, so let's pop in. Corner 22. I guess this is corner 24, referring to the size of the radar grid. The white spider has been repaired and has been idle, so I'm pretty sure we can just storm in right now and do all of that. This guy goes here and we'll basically finish this line to the coast and hope we don't find too many biters, and then we should be good. Stop posting links. You cannot post a link to this VOD itself. Okay. That is pretty aggressive auto modding, I would say. Alright, no biters, no biters, come on, no biters, no biters, no biters. I would like to take another sip, but as soon as I take my hands off the keyboard, I'm gonna discover biters, so I'm not going to. I have my hands on the mouse. Look, the mouse is moving. Ooh, there's a worm. There's water as well. This worm is the start of a new nest for sure. But as long as it's just a worm, I guess we should mark it. New nest. Be careful. Later we'll explode these guys with artillery shells. But that is exactly no new nest generated for now. Right, so that's the exploration in this corner done as well. 279. Exploration southeast corner done. Another hydrate right at the moment. I know what you're doing, you're just trying to generate biters in my face. Right, yeah, now that we're not fighting, we just have 60 UPS. I still have the artillery gang connected to myself. I'm not doing anything anyway, so I may as well walk out there once again. Wait a minute, that looks close by. Okay, now we're good. We are good. We are good. What about here? So I want to take out that worm because all the enemies must die. I do have the range for sure. Let's go a little bit closer to here, and that should be all. Perhaps we can also just explore this ocean a little bit in a nice line, and then the map will look nicer. Okay, mining productivity 38. 13 more levels to go. Each level costing now like 100,000. So even for a 1000 signs per minute base, that is pretty hefty. Alright. So the game has finally cycled through all of these chunks once. And now the remaining gaps are gonna get filled in. Right, so if this is 14 by 14, the next time is 60. We need 15,000 substations. We've got 10,000, so that's not enough quite yet. How is that radar deconstructing spider doing? He should be somewhere around here, I guess. Up here? There is Mad Max. Oh, he's there, alright. Alright, so I'm gonna assume everything is deconstructed then. Don't really have a way to check that, that is unfortunate. This guy can go back to the base though. What is this actually? No one knows. Perhaps I accidentally copy-pasted that at some point. Alright, yeah, you're sure, Odium, that's definitely okay. Looks like the default Nightbot settings are a little bit too aggressive in terms of in terms of preventing people with good intentions from doing things as well. I guess it needs to be like that to stop the people and bots with bad intentions from doing things, but oh well. Okay, let's we need to send these spiders back to the base, man. There's just no other way. I'll keep them here for now because we are gonna do we're gonna take this guy out with artillery shells. I gotta make sure to stay out of the automatic range, so that not that a giant salvo will start the moment I plop down my artillery turrets. That would be not great. That solar field has taken a lot of time though. Okay, how is the base here? Looks like most of these chests are starting to be empty. We can get rid of those extra chests over here. We don't need them anymore. I guess once we have enough power for the end game base, we'll also just completely take down the specialized solar panel and accumulator producing facility. Guess this is the ratio of production which we are using to build the solar panel blueprint. It was 233. After the 1k SPM base we went to 330. So it's about 100 accumulators a minute more, which makes sense I guess, since we need 10 rockets per minute. I guess solar will have the same, 278 to 375. That means, okay, that means this is the production of the 1000 signs per minute base. About 100. We are producing about 300 a minute in our dedicated base. That means the 10,000 signs per minute base will have to produce 1000 solar panels per minute just for signs. Well, now we are producing about 300 a minute to make 20 million solar panels for our power generation. So we're gonna have to up that production by a factor of 3 just to make satellites for space signs. 10,000 signs per minute is really crazy, man. Alright, looks like we arrived over here. So let's do this. I guess I'll just put down a single shell. Of course I've got a double set of everything now, because I left on my requests like a noob. Right. Let's try to manually... I didn't check the manual range before I inserted ammo, that was bad. Let's try to get this worm without generating a new chunk. This is a tense moment. Alright, we didn't generate the new chunk, that's good. So if you target it on the edge here, then it will generate the new chunk, but looks like we were far enough away. So there is a nest right here outside of the base, but we cannot actually see it. Alright, now we can safely send back my spiders to the base, I think. I just wanted to go in alert mode once, just to see. We just took out the worm somewhere over here. That's the start of a new base for sure. There's gonna be biters here. Just watch what happens if I plop down my spider right here. Hello! Oh, it looks like it's a little bit further away. That worm was really far away. And that's how fast a spider can die. So yeah, we avoided that, the generation of that nest. So just as an illustration, really. How excited are you for the expansion? I guess I'll talk about that tomorrow in Krydex's podcast, which starts at 3 o'clock UTC, where I will be a guest. What issues will you run into if you just print the whole solar grid right now and let the bots do their thing and not babysit them? My experience is if you have like hundreds of thousands to millions of entities which are awaiting placement, everything slows down to a crawl. The bots are just going to, everything is going to be cycled through. Bots are not going to be deployed at the rate they should. They're going to be deployed at a much lower rate because they just keep finding stuff which is outside of the current Roboport range. I noticed that with landfill. I placed like a bunch of landfill a long while ago. It may have changed by now, I didn't check this. And after that my bot stopped working and I couldn't figure out why. But in the end it turns out because I had like a million unplaced landfill. The game was just cycling through all that unplaced landfill out of reach and did not place anything on the map where I wanted it to. So that's why we are doing this in a sort of controlled babysitting way. Alright, so I guess I'm safe on this line. Let's go here. And we'll explore some of this ocean and only then we'll retreat all the spiders. We can bring all of them like a little bit away already. How close to the final size is the solar field now? Not close. It may look close. We noted the corner as either here or here. But if you look at the amount of panels that have been placed, which is like 554,000, 555,000, we're just over a quarter of the total area we need to cover in solar panels. So the rectangle has to grow a pretty large amount still. I should have brought artillery wagons really with rails. Those can have 100 shells inside, whereas artillery turrets can only have 15. Alright. So again, I kind of want to just make a sort of a straightish line. Oh, that's an island. I can live with that. Alright, perfect. Nothing serious got revealed. I guess I'll send one of the spiders over to deal with the island. And after that I'm just gonna send everything back. because we're gonna need a fresh load of rockets for these guys. I think we still should have a whole bunch though. Alright, let's check all the lines, if they're not going through bodies of waters. Looks like we're gonna be good. William tries to scare me with the spiders getting destroyed. Oh, one more time that nice volume of the map explosions. Explosions in the map view. I think we're done here. Gotta find an empty spider. Come on guys, which of you is not carrying anything? Alright. I'll just move everything to the trash slots as far as I can. And we'll resume our way homewards as well. Okay. Well, that was nice. A good amount of exploration got done. All of the land has been filled in. The borders of the map look kinda nice-ish, as nice as they're going to look, I guess. For now, we gotta do something about this still, but still, there's like 3 chunks left until it reaches the border. And when we started it, there were also 3 chunks left before it reached the border. So perhaps we are not in an equilibrium because pollution is still destroying trees right now. And when the trees get destroyed, they stop absorbing pollution. First they absorb less, and later some of them stop absorbing pollution completely. And that means this pollution absorption is going to be transferred to tiles, basically. More tiles and more trees, which basically means the pollution cloud is still growing, but the damaging of the trees has a slowdown effect on that pollution cloud expansion. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's getting a little bit too large to count. So I guess we'll current size 14 by 14 of 22 by 28 slash 24 by 30. Those were the 2 sizes we considered. The stack is so small compared to the field. I guess we'll just print it in here. Right, all the spiders are on the way back. Soon entering our giant pollution cloud again. Okay, let's see, when we are not in map view, can we still go fast? Yeah, we can still go fast. But as soon as you look on map view though, UPS is dropping. I guess pollution does a lot. Oh, that's really a lot. Home ports. Okay, we get like 90, 100 UPS on the map view if we don't have any of those fancy overlays. Tags don't do anything. Turret range. Yeah, those don't do anything. It's mostly bots. If a lot of bots are deployed. Power network is a big drain for some reason. Looks like it'll get updated every tick, every power line as well. They could just be static lines until something changes perhaps. Maybe I'm thinking too simple about it. But that's a big effect for just drawing some lines on the screen, which are mostly static. Unlike the bots, which are like flying. Just watching the YouTube VOD. It's gonna take a while for YouTube to catch up with Twitch still. Should have picked up the fish in this chest really. We got a bunch of fish in here. Over 2000. Which we could add to the starter lake as well. My starter lake has slightly more fish than usual. I said 15,000 substations, so for the first time now we're at a point where we cannot draw the next square. We'll have to wait for the train to bring over more goods. That's a good sign because it means we can build faster than we can produce. Which seems logical, but with these kind of distances and amounts involved, I mean, at some point it's going to be slower to build than to produce, but I don't think we'll hit that threshold in this limited small area of like 150 by 120 chunks or something. Alright, at 2 times game speed we arrive back at the base quite fast. My logistics requests are off. Let's just bring back all of these spiders. That's a speedy train. Another demonstration how this wagon gets filled. It just gets filled by setting inserter stack sizes without the circuit network, and everything fills up exactly at the same amount for as long as these chests are full, which they will be because we've got enough supplies. But this way we are making sure the exact amount of stuff, it looks random, but we are bringing over the exact amount of stuff in the exact ratio we needed at the solar panel area. Which is why if we look at the logistics cells over there, it is roughly the 6 to 5 accumulators, and then I think it was like 1 substation. I think substations, robots and radars we're bringing slightly more of because we are, compared to solar and accumulators, because we are building these skeleton networks first, so we want to be a little bit ahead with those. Anyway, let's throw all of this in the trash slots, then I can empty my spider, which has all the stuff I need. Probably a bunch of stuff I don't need, though I don't see it. Anyway, these chests I think. Let's disconnect the artillery spider again. And those spiders can just rest on the umbrella, which protects us against disconnect. The umbrella has done a great job today. One more thing I could do, we could watch the... I think the spiders are not yet back, are they? Maybe the spiders are back. Okay, all of them are back. Let's bring Mad Max in. Alright. These guys are gonna load up with a lot of rockets, but we have 114,000 of those, so looks like we can do that. Let's go over there and enjoy the rocket explosion, which is gonna take place. It is nice that these chests are visually getting emptier now that we are placing and retransporting the solar panels and accumulators to the solar field. We're gonna have a nice bot explosion here once we bring in this guy and this guy. That's why all of these roboports are here. Look at all the bots charging now. Here we're requesting like full inventories of rockets to each of these spiders, and rockets stacked to 200, so that is a lot of rockets. $16,000. That's a lot. So while we just had 116,000 rockets in stock, looks like over 60,000 of those now went into those 6 spiders, and we only got 42,000 left. So actually looks like this amount of rocket production is well balanced for this map in terms of biter clearing, which we had to do. Let's check the kill count for a second. 120,000 biters so far, 50,000 spawners, and 133,000 other things, which includes trees, so it's not just worms. But yeah, we got 120,000 biters to 52,000 spawners. That is the lowest amount of biters per spawner which I have ever seen in a playthrough. Alright, then one thing I want to do as well still is check out how far we are with the nuclear power plant production. So we have in our starter base 1 belt of steel incoming and 2 belts of copper incoming. Well, it looks like not completely, because these are not stack inserters. I should have caught that a long time ago, actually. Okay, now we are drawing empty the belts. But yeah, we could have had a lot higher copper production if that just went into the chests all the times instead of not into the chests. I have to head out, Mike. Thanks for the stream. I'm about to finish up anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching and for moderating again and for changing Nightbot. And hopefully see you tomorrow in the Crydex podcast. Oh yeah, we could have had a lot better copper thing. Copper is the main ingredient in nuclear power plant. Looks like we're done with the heat pipes, as this chest is full. We're still producing nuclear power plants though. At the moment we are missing steel. So not really copper. We are still distributing all of the copper though. I guess we are still making these things. Alright, but let's switch off my own personal roboport. This is the amount of stuff we need for the same amount of nuclear power compared to the entire solar grid we're building, so 80 gigawatts. I'm just gonna deconstruct like 5 of these chests. Then we're gonna check if all these are full. All of these are full now. These are full as well. Now we're just gonna add those back one by one. Alright. So out of the 20 chests full that we need, we've got 17 full chests and we're starting the 18th one. So that production is almost done. Now I think we gotta go a bit deeper here. Because of the nuclear plants, we need 20 nuclear plants per chest. This got 21. This got 22. We can redistribute those. Those are expensive. 22 as well. All right. Alright, so this got 20. So nuclear plants is a little bit lagging behind. I guess due to the maybe due to the insertion speed right now. I think it's due to the steel. A lot of steel is getting consumed for substations because we're building those 200,000 substations for the solar field here as well. So we are still dividing our steel over solar and nuclear here, but we're getting a pretty decent part of the way. So looks like nuclear plants are full until here. That is 12 chests. And now we just gotta fill these back up. Looks like heat pipes, yeah, heat pipes were done, I think. Oh yeah, I have way too much heat pipe production. I should switch it off then. And we'll just switch these back to neutral ones. Yeah, we have way too many heat pipes now. I guess we'll have a lot of heat pipes in the storage chest area. Yeah, about 2 chests extra there. Alright, that was a little bit uncalled for. At least this production has stopped now as well. Now the copper is going to flow towards the correct sources. Which is going to be heat exchangers. We are behind on those. Though not as far behind as on nuclear plants. Alright, so we're done with these things. That is a lot of 20 coppers, which now are going to be redistributed to nuclear reactors and these heat exchangers over here. Alright, so unfortunately that is 5,000 heat pipes. 5,000 heat pipes. There was 100,000 copper which could have been repurposed towards things which you actually needed, like, I don't know, 200 nuclear plants or heat exchangers, you know. That's 1,000 heat exchangers worth of copper. Whoops. Should have kept a closer eye on that. But at least the speeding up of heat exchanger production was successful. Alright, now we're just basically redistributing the copper as fast as it comes in, which is what we want. All of these are active now, which is also what we want. We are running on wood, by the way. We are running on the wood supplied by the solar fields, so at least we're not building this totally in vain. Alright, but we are most of the way done in that case. Okay, where is my spiders? Alright then. Here comes the solar train once more. Let's watch this funny wagon. Solar panels get emptied out while it gets loaded with the stuff. The solar panel wagon is never full, so there's always space to put all of those things in here simultaneously, which is why this never locks up. Also, all of these inserters will end up in a rest position without hovering over the wagon with items still in hand. So yeah, no circuit network, just all mechanical madness, and still we are delivering the correct ratio of stuff. I think we're even starting to store Mark III modules in here right now. Or at least Mark III speed modules. That means these chests are all full. These chests are all full as well. So I'm not really sure where the productivity modules are going. Ah, here. Alright. So should I just add a... I cannot add a fourth line, I don't have space for that. Unless I do this. That means we've got 44,000 of each type of module in stock right now. We still got 600,000 panels, solar panels at the home base. So 600,000. Here we've got 55, so that's 650. And we've built 550. So that's 1.2 million solar panels produced. About 800k to go, 7 to 800k. Man, yeah, solar really is not all that what it's made out to be. Ease of building. I wouldn't say this is easy to build at these scales, where it actually starts to matter. Saving UPS, not during construction it is not, and also I'm not gonna get back these 20 hours I've spent on this solar panel field, clearing the space and all that kind of stuff. I think solar is busted in terms of outshining nuclear power in any way, except at the very end if you have a base that cannot sustain 60 UPS, which is going to be the case in our base. With 10,000 signs per minute we're not going to be sustaining that, and then that is the only moment all the way in the end where it's going to make a bit of a difference. But I would say the investment cost... Oh, I'm going to crash my game, let's press Q. The investment cost of building this, just in terms of time and it's just not worth it, man. Just go nuclear, easy, make a tileable plant, plop down some landfill. I mean, this could have been done by now, easily, and I could have already designed 10,000 signs per minute for 4 science packs if I had just skipped the entire solar step. But alas, I have not, so now we are just gonna finish it anyway. At least we can compare it at the end. Thanks that Frosty finally caught you live, and you misplaced 2 power poles in your 1k signs rails. Okay, I'm going to check for you right now. 1k signs per minute rails, 2 power poles misplaced. I was gonna end the stream. How is it looking on the map? It is looking pretty symmetric here, I would say. Except these ones, but these are just connecting ones, so that's okay. The sticks. These are not misplaced, this is supposed to be like this. This doesn't fit here, so the other one has to go inwards as well. Sticks the right side. I see it now. It's not... Oh yeah, we gotta fix that before the stream ends. Let's head over there immediately. Let's head over there at 120 UPS. And then we'll fix this monstrosity once and for all, hopefully without interrupting production. I guess we should arrive any moment now. It's not that far to the 1000 signs per minute base. It just is. That was worth it, right? To come into the chat, come into the stream, just to get this fixed. Unfortunately, you will still have to watch this for the next, I don't know how far YouTube is behind, for the next like 60 hours or so. Alright, I sent the wrong spider. Okay, that spider has a roboport. That spider has a roboport. I sent the wrong spider, but it has a roboport. It is gonna... I'm gonna have to make a save, because this, if I do this wrong, is gonna interrupt my 1K SPM perfect production graph. Safety, save. And we cannot have that. Better to have two misplaced power lines. I think we probably got away with that. As long as the inside stays backed up, we have enough. This backing up here, I kinda did it for too long. Rails is very sensitive to these kinds of temporary disconnects. It looks like we got away with it. So two lines should be compressed, the third line should not be compressed. That is how it's supposed to be. And here it should switch. One line being compressed and this being equal. I think that is good. Now we have to do the belt as well. Because this belt is going out too far. Yeah, I think that was done properly. Okay, we are backing up again here, so that's good as well. Alright. Thanks, that Frostier, that Frostsphere 1, savior of my 1000 signs per minute base. The major error in the base has been fixed. I'm glad I can say that was the most serious error in the base for the last 30 hours or so. At least until somebody else comes in from YouTube and starts harassing me about power poles which are misplaced. Oh yeah, that looks actually nice now. Just enjoy this for a while on the map. No longer is this trapezoid or something larger than the other one. No longer is this belt sticking out further than this belt. Justice, symmetry, we've got everything. Alright. Even though I sent out the wrong spider. Alright then. I guess we can make the end game save. End game save. That's gonna be it for today's stream. Tomorrow I'm a guest on Krydex's podcast. I'm going to repeat this until your ears bleed. Starting at 3 o'clock UTC. So 5 o'clock Central European Summertime. You can watch Krydex's planning where it is displayed in your local time zone. Krydex, you spell like this. Find them on Twitch. Look at the planning, and tomorrow I'll be a guest in this podcast, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, that's a good amount of progress today. We beautified the map on this side. We prevented the future raiders from scanning chunks outside of the generated chunks. So we won't be generating new biters on the map, even though we are gonna have raiders in our blueprint all the way out to here. The other corners have been covered as well, I presume. Didn't actually check that. But it looks bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that is comfortably within the area. Right, so we're kind of done with the preparations for the solar panel field, as pollution is unlikely to spread out far on this side. Since the 10k SPM base is going to be here, pollution is going to be spreading out on this side. So in the future we'll still have to blow up more biters, but for now, except for a little bit in the south here, we are basically done. Maybe this is even alright. It is not really expanding that much. So I guess for safety and for me stopping to look at this every hour or so, it would be nice to just explore like 10 more chunks to the south here and just not worry about it anymore. So I guess for Sunday, after the Crydex podcast, we'll be ready to start actually making designs for the 10,000 signs per minute base. So far we got like one design. Well, we got the solar blueprint, but what we really did was design the miner. Just quickly go in editor mode for that